All right, guys, now we're going to dive into and talk about picking your page and whether it's going to be a brand page, a personal page, or a blended page. There's 3 really different types of pages that you can grow, and this is not necessarily your niche, it's what style of page you're going to be doing. So you can have a personal page, and a personal page is about you. It's about your life and maybe you're a traveler and it's just kind of, oh, I'm traveling a little bit, and it's more based specifically on what you're doing, right? And people follow you for you. A brand page is where people are following the content that you're posting in a specific niche for a specific brand, say cars, sports cars, football, sports, fitness, luxury. That's a brand page. And so if you decide, hey, I want to make a page about me, then that's going to be a personal page. And you're going to post content about you. And you're probably not going to go and post pictures about Lamborghinis and Ferraris about you, unless, of course, you are privileged enough to be around Lamborghinis and Ferraris. But if you're going to do a brand page, then you're going to post pictures probably about Lamborghinis and Ferraris or fitness or sports. And that's specifically going to be about that. You're not going to post you on that page. And this is a very common mistake that people make, is they think that, oh, look, I'm going to post 50 or 100 pictures about cars, sports cars. I have, now I have 10,000 followers. Well, I want to be known now, right? I want people to know me. Boom, slap a picture of their personal page up there or their personal face up there, and they get like 3 likes. And people start unfollowing them. Why? Because they're not used to that. That's not what they've followed you for. You have to understand that when you have an Instagram account, people are not just following your account because they like to follow accounts. They're following your account for a reason. And that reason is based on the content of what you're posting. So you have to decide right at the beginning, do I want to be a personal page or do I want to be a brand page? And once you've established that, stick with it. Don't switch it. Don't try to mesh them. Don't try to start here and then switch over to this. You have to establish what you want to do.
Exactly. Decide brand, mix, or personal. Don't mix it.
Right. Now, we just talked about that, the personal or the brand, but we also mentioned that blended, that mixed page. What does that look like? Not everybody can pull this off. In fact, very few people are able to successfully pull off a blended page. And what that is a mixture page of both a brand and a personal. Now, this is started right from the beginning. You're not changing it up halfway through. You're not switching over. This is right from the beginning. You're saying, look, I am a personal page along with a brand. And this is for people that say you're a personal trainer, right? And you want to do a fitness page, but you're going to be featuring you. Or maybe you're a soccer player or a football player, and it is about your life in sports. Or maybe you're a business person and you have a bunch of Ferraris and Lamborghinis and stuff like that, and it's your life in that. The only time you can show your face on your page in a picture setting is if you've established from the beginning that you're part of your page and you're not just a fan page, you're not just a brand page. And so we're going to dive in here right now. We're going to show you 3 examples, one of each of these, one being a brand page, 2 being a blended page, and 3 being a personal page. We're going to dive in so you can kind of see what the mixture of those 3 look like, what each one looks like, so that when you decide your page, when you decide what you're going to be about, that it's either going to be one or the other, or I guess one of the 3.
Exactly.
So let's dive into that right now.
Let's check it out.
Josue is going to, kind of walk us through that.
All right. So as you can see right here, we are in the search bar in Elation Football. And Elation Football, as you can clearly tell and easily tell, it is a brand page. Here I'm featuring soccer or football, depending on where you live, and it's all about that.
You can tell right away by the name, by the bio. If you go up to the top there, you can see football, soccer, football. It's, the best football content. Snapchat is Elation Football. It's all about that, from the username to the bio to your first pictures. Everything about what he's doing is branded specifically to him.
Exactly. And as you can see, you cannot see myself anywhere on the post, and it is all about football. I am featuring this guy on football, I'm featuring this girl, I'm featuring this professional player. It's all about Football.
Right.
All right.
Everything is branded specifically to that one brand. He's not trying to mesh it. He's not trying to add his personal touch to it. Very, very much a brand page.
Exactly. Now, let's take a look at a personal one. Francesca Michelle, which is actually a really, really good friend of ours.
Shout out to her. You're awesome.
Now, as you can see right here, it is all personal. This is a personal brand. You see pictures of her. You see another picture of her. It is all about her, and that is all the page is about. This is a personal brand.
You can tell that right away. Her name, that's what it is. That's the name of the page. Her bio, it's, I'm the admin. She tells you she's admins of another page, but this is her personal page. I think it says official dream chaser, right? So she has very much catered this page to say, this is me, this is my life, and this is who I am. And you're not seeing anything branded on here. You're not seeing like, oh, I'm pushing one thing or pushing another. It's very much about her.
Yeah, exactly.
So the third page
is going to be, let's show you another personal page so you can have an example. Jeannie Can Breathe, who's actually a really, really good friend of ours and a business partner too, and a Snapchat queen. So you can see right here is another personal page, and it's all about her. All right.
So we want to show you just a couple different, these personal pages so you truly understand what we're talking about. When we say personal, it is about you. Do not try to blend personal with a brand account unless you've established it from the beginning. And you can see here, both with Francesca and with Jeannie, that they have, very much said, here's who we are, this is our lifestyle, and this is what we are doing.
Now, let's look at the rare few that actually can pull off a mix between the two. And another good friend of ours, Ben Black 10. This guy actually has a personal page, but also a brand page in terms of soccer. So he has branded himself as a soccer player. He posts his cleats. This is not personal at all. He posts a soccer ball, but he also posts a picture of himself. So you can see right here that this is branded and a mix between personal and a normal brand, as you might call it. You see a picture of himself. You see a picture of cleats. And he's actually doing a good job because, obviously 41,000 followers and keeps growing. Now, again, not everyone can pull this off. And you need to establish from the beginning that you're going to be able to do this. People follow you for a reason, and you don't want to change that reason. You don't want to send mixed signals, all right? So this is really, really key and important. Now, later down the course, especially in the Instagram stories, we're going to dive into how to use a brand, a normal brand, to personalize it, how to become personal in a brand, because you still want to be personal with each of your followers, but it needs to be in a different way.
Not in your content. You don't want to become personal in your content. You want to become personal in your engagement. And like he said, we'll talk about that in a later course.
Yeah.
So as you can see, 3 different styles. We showed you 4 different examples, 2 personal, 1 blended, 1 brand. You have to decide what you want to do. Do not change that. In fact, if you get on a brand page to 10 or 15,000 followers and decide, hey, I want to become a brand page, I want to become a personal page, become about me, start from scratch.
Yeah.
And use your fan page, use your brand page to drive traffic to your new account, but do not switch the account name. In fact, a confession, back when I first started Instagram, this is a big no-no, all right? Big no-no. And I can tell you this because I've personally made this mistake. And it's actually an embarrassing mistake. I started an account. It was a quote account. And I started growing it up. And I got it to 23,000 followers relatively quickly. I mean, I was moving right along. And I thought, you know what? I have a couple of different accounts. I have 4 or 5 different accounts. I don't have a personal one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick one that people can know me by. So I changed the username of that page from the quote to my personal, Josh 40. And I didn't change the content right away. I still tried to slowly bring it over, but I changed the username right away and I started adding pictures of myself. My engagement went from between 800 and 1,000 likes per photo, per post, to 100 and to 150, between 100 and 150. And in the last 2.5 months, in the following 2.5 months from that switch, only grew 1,500 people. That's it in 2.5 months. I'm getting 1,000 to 2,000 followers a day on some of my pages, and this one in the last 2 months has only done that. So it's very, very important. A big no-no by me, a big mistake by me, and something that I've had to live with now because you can't switch from a brand to a personal. So keep that in mind. use the examples that we did. Check out their pages. Big shout out to Francesca and to Jeannie Can Breathe. We really appreciate you guys being such awesome and allowing us to use you in our course. And guys, we'll see you on the next lesson.
Bye-bye.